My name is Mi-sun. I'm a North Korean refugee. As I was growing up in the countryside of North Korea, I was pretty much forced to fend for myself. My mother escaped to China when I was very young, and I had to wait nearly 10 years to be with her again. But the fact that I raised myself and my siblings without my mom was not the only difficult thing. In those days, the famine that swept across our nation was at its peak. Every day we struggled just to survive. Sometimes all we had to eat were grass, leaves, and roots. They say millions of North Koreans died. I can only describe it as a time of darkness for my family and my town. Everyone somehow was touched by its sorrow. Finally, when I turned 12, I got up enough courage to follow my dreams. I decided that I wanted to go and be with my mom, and of course, to have food to eat. So on one bitterly cold winter night, I escaped across the Tumen River into China. I had to carry my clothes on my head as I waded naked through the partially frozen rapids. It was so cold. At last, I made it to freedom, almost. I guess you could say that my first few years in China was very hard. Like many other young North Korean girls who escaped across the border to China, I was convinced to offer my body for sexual services at the local brothels and karaoke bars as a way to make money. It was another time of darkness for me, and I don't really like to talk about it. Just when I thought I had escaped the oppression of North Korea, I found myself in another form of bondage in China. I am now 21 years old, and my husband is a 37 years old Chinese man. This too is not easy. China has a policy that families can only have one child, and so for years, parents preferred men over women. The problem now is that there is a shortage of Chinese women in China. So what happened to me is fairly common. Many Chinese men are purchasing North Korean refugees who have been trafficked across the border in order to have a wife. I did not enter this with love. I was bought, and so I am owned. I am his wife and servant. Though there has been much pain and sadness in my life, my dreams are still alive. One day I will have the chance, the privilege to live a comfortable life with food and clothing and shelter. And one day I will live without fear that I will be caught and sent back to North Korea. I am Mi-sun. I'm no longer inside North Korea, but I am still not yet free.